everyone, Miss Kaylin here. So since you guys can't come to the library right now because we're closed, I was thinking maybe we could do story time from home. And I got to thinking and I was like, what would be a good story for after lunch? And you know what? One of my favorite things to do after lunch is to take a nap. Do you like taking naps? I love taking naps. And I found a book called The Napping House. And I thought maybe we could start with that story today. Are you ready? Instead of reading the story, I'm going to tell it to you. And it all starts with a house. A napping house where everyone is sleeping. And when everybody is sleeping, are you supposed to be really loud or really quiet? They're not really loud, right? We're supposed to be quiet. And so I need your help. And every time I say everyone is sleeping, we're all gonna go shh, just like this. You think you can do that? Perfect. Okay. Once there was a house, a napping house where everyone is sleeping. Shh. And in that house, there was, what is it? A bed. That's right. In that house, there was a bed. A cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. Shh. And in that bed, there was, who is it? A granny. There was a granny. A snoring granny. What do you think granny snores sound like? Maybe like, shh, shh, a little bit like that. Well, in that bed, there was a granny, a snoring granny, in a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. Shh. But she wasn't alone. On that granny, there was, who is it? A child. There is a child, a dreaming child on a snoring granny. In a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. Shh. And on that child, there was somebody else. Let's see if you recognize him. Ruff, 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 ruff. It's a dog, that's right. On that child, there was a dog. A dozing dog on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny. In a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. Shh. And on that dog, there was someone else. Let's see if you recognize him. Who is it? It's a cat. Meow. On that dog, there was a cat, a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, in a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. Shh, let's not wake them up. But they weren't alone. Someone else went to join them. It was a little tiny mouse. That little mouse climbed on up on the cat. And now there's a slumbering mouse on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, in a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone everyone is sleeping. Shh. But they weren't alone. Someone else went to join them. It was an itty bitty, teeny tiny flea. On that mouse, there was a flea. An itty bitty flea that you couldn't even see. But do you guys want to see it? I brought a handy dandy tool to help me show you what the flea looks like. It is a magnifying glass. Do you want to see the flea? Keep your eyes out because it's really, really small. Are you ready? Whoa. Whoa. Do you see that flea? That flea is on top of the mouse. And you know what? That flea was awake. That was a wakeful flea on a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, in a cozy bed and a napping house where everyone is sleeping. Shh. Everyone is sleeping except that flea. And you know what the flea did? That flea bit the mouse, and the mouse said squeak and jumped out of the bed, and when he did, he kicked the cat, and that cat said no and jumped out of the bed, and it scared the cat so bad. You know what the cat did by accident? He clawed the dog, and when those claws dug into that dog said ruff, 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 and jumped out of bed. It woke the dog, and when the dog awoke, the dog kicked the child. He just kicked him. And the child said, ah, and jumped out of bed. When the child woke up and screamed, it scared somebody. It scared his granny. And it scared his granny, who woke with an eek and jumped out of bed. And when the granny jumped out of that bed, you know what she did? She broke the bed. She broke the bed in the napping house where now nobody is sleeping. And that is the story of The Napping House by Audrey Wood. This is a great story, and hopefully when all this is over, you guys can come and check this out from the library. But until next time, I hope you enjoy an afternoon nap today after lunch. I know that's what I will be doing. And I will see you tomorrow with some more stories. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you for listening.